In this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to bisect, how to create perpendiculars, and how to angle bisect. Our objectives are to understand how to perpendicularly bisect a segment, understand how to create a perpendicular through a point, and understand how to bisect an angle. Some vocabulary you might need to look up is a perpendicular and what bisect means. First thing we're going to start with is a perpendicular bisector of a segment. Now, a lot of people like to call this the football method. What we'll do is we'll take our compass and we're going to measure what we know is over halfway beyond the midpoint of A and B. So we want to go over half. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to make a big arc on both sides. And what we're going to then do is keep the exact same distance, go to the other point, and do the exact same thing the opposite direction. What this does is it creates what looks kind of like a football. Then we're going to take our straight edge and connect the dots. What we should have is two congruent sides. So this right here is a midpoint, meaning that it's bisected, and we should have a right angle, meaning it's perpendicular. The next thing we're gonna look at is how to create a perpendicular through a point A that's not on the line. So we want something that goes 90 degrees through our line. So we want something that looks about like that. Well, the first thing we need is we need endpoints that we can perpendicularly bisect. To get those endpoints, what we do is we go to A and we just have to measure past our line. It doesn't matter how far past. It can be really close or really far away. Because what we're going to do is we're going to swing an arc, and that will give us two endpoints to work from. So I chose a distance, made my arc. These are going to be my two endpoints. So basically we're creating a situation like the last one. There are my two endpoints. Now what I can do is go about the same process, except it's actually half as much work as the last time, because this point up here acts as one of our parts of the football. So I really only have to measure over halfway and put a mark, in this case below, for each point. And then I can just connect between A and my marking. And again, notice these two parts should be the exact same distance. We can use our compass to measure. So, pretty good. And this angle right here should be right, which is what we want, a perpendicular. Okay? The last thing that we want to look at here is how to angle bisect. This is actually a lot simpler than it sounds. What we will do is we will go to the vertex and we will draw an arc of any size we want. Okay? What we now have is we have two endpoints. We are going to measure the distance between those two endpoints, and we are going to swing an arc from each one of them with that distance. So I swing it from one point, go to the other point, swing the same arc, and they're going to cross right in the middle. What this is it's again creating our football effect, where we have one point up here and our vertex that we started with down here, and we can just connect the dots. If you notice, I only did this with an acute angle. The obtuse angle should be the exact same process. So if there's any parts of this that you just need a refresher on or you didn't quite get, make sure that you pause, rewind, watch again, and bring any questions that you have to class. Thank you.